You are live. It's fucking internet's not on yet, you know.
Have you got enough gigabytes?
I've got 17.2. Well, I did have. So last night used 2 gig. That's what the warning were. That I'd used 2 gig and it was set up on tablet to warn me at 2 gig. Must have been like a default setting or something like that.
Are we going to be on or are we not on? Are we on?
We're on. Let's get on. Hang on. Let me just.
We've got Ron on.
Who?
Ron.
Ron? To do Ron.
We've got Ron on.
We'll get Ron on.
Yeah.
Oh, it says I'm live here.
Oh, go on.
Good evening and welcome to Raconteurs News Tuesday edition with me, Jason Holmes, as chipper as ever and waiting to brighten up your Tuesday night along with my intrepid co-host. And do you know, I asked my wife this question today. I said last night after we'd finished, I'll have bank telly on. And then on Channel 5, there was this thing about being banged up in Bangkok and coppers and all that sort of thing. And I said to her, I bet you can't guess who I text to let them know we were on. So Bangkok Ade, we'll call him. Good evening, Ade. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back to Bangkok.
Well, yeah, you've got, what, 4 weeks, is it, till you go?
Something like that, yeah. I know I've got me out.
Something like that. Earlier on, you said to me, like, 14 days.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. 31 days, no hours, 47 minutes and 40 seconds.
There we go.
How sad is that?
It's sad because that means I'm going to have to do like 8 shows without you on my own, and you know how nervous I get.
Especially 8? Yeah.
Yeah, if you're away for 3.5 weeks, I'm going to have to do 8 shows on my own. That's going to be quite difficult. Staying sober is going to be quite difficult throughout that period. But that's your problem, not mine. I'll be here doing the radio. And let's say hello to some people in the chat room. Owen Lloyd Martin's in there. Good evening, Owen. How you doing, mate? Hope you're all well over there in Portugal. Dinny's in as well. Midnight Gardener, Galaxian, Ron Malcolm as well. Hi to you all. You're all particularly very welcome here at Raconteurs. You know what we do. We just it's just me and Ade tonight. Because to be fair, listen. Let's just do this. Let's get this cleared up. Last night I was crapping myself that I didn't have enough data left because I got it come up on my tablet that it were a data warning. You're running out of data. Right now, the thing is that had been set at 2 gigabytes. So when 2 gigabytes had been done, that was when the tablet decided it were going to tell me there were no internet left. So we got to end the show, which I was like sort of clinging on with me fingernails. I'd like clinging on with my fingernails and everything, and it turns out that I'd only used 2 gigabytes. So when I looked today, we managed to look. Listen, fucking BT is supposed to be here today. Well, they have been here. They've been here. As engineer walked out, it says it'll be on in about 20 minutes. And I've said to my missus since we should make sure that they stop here until it's on. You know, because then you'll get. So anyway, I've got 17 gig left. So I thought, well, even though we've got no internet thanks to BT, we can still do a show, which was an excellent idea.
I did. If you actually listen back to what we did last night, I did actually ask you that question twice. I think I may not have put it very well. What's that? Oh, right, okay. I don't know who PK is. Who's PK?
PK is the guy who Max was.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Okay, right, yeah, that's fine. I did try and ask you that question twice last night, and I think you were so on the edge of your nerves that you couldn't comprehend the question I was asking, and I probably wasn't putting it very well because what I know about computers.
Because how nervous you get around me.
He said, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Hmm.
And then this morning, well, earlier on when I spoke to you on the phone, I thought, I'm going to ask him, Jason, how many gigs? No, I've used it all. All went, mate. It must have been green screen. And then you rung me back about 2 hours after and went, I didn't use all of it.
No.
But it's a good job.
Well, it is a good job, isn't it?
Billy Bullshit BT's bollocksed it up, hasn't he? Fucking
bullshit BT. So apparently, this PK. Now, last night I got some. There were some people criticising. I think it were It's a Me Coffee said that she knew for a fact that I knew who PK was. Now, once I clicked on afterwards, when I clicked on, I did recognise it, but I didn't know the name. The name didn't stick to me. I didn't recognise the guy.
I've got no idea.
So apparently he's put a video out about us, about our show last night, about our stream. So I might have a look at that. Listen, like we always say on Raconteurs News, if there's a right to reply. If PK wants to come on here, he's quite welcome to come on here and reply to what Max said last night. But that's completely up to him. But the invitation's there.
Yeah, I mean, I have got no idea. All I noticed was in the chat room last night, there was, it seemed like a really, please ask this question. So because I knew nothing about the background, and it was obviously a very personal question, but I mean, I knew nothing of it. Instead of reading it out and putting somebody in a spot they might not want to be in, I thought, oh, well, I'll copy and paste it. So all I did, I copied and I pasted it into the private chat that me, Jason, and whatever guests can see. And within about 5 seconds, Max finished the subject he was talking about and answered the question. I thought, well, he answered the question. I mean, I know nothing about what the implications were. I have no idea. Don't know anything about the situation. But, you know, like I've said many times on here, you can only ask somebody to come on and tell their truth, which might be different to somebody else's truth. That's all we can ask.
Yeah, I don't think we weren't an echo chamber. I think we certainly put some points to him, you know, about the swastika, which I didn't hear Kev Baker do. But then again, when I heard the Kev Baker show, I think after about an hour, Max started.
Yeah, he got some techie issues, didn't he? With it again, because he was talking to Max, it could well have been Max's connection. Because, like we say, I mean, he lives like about 50 k's out of Melbourne in the bush, doesn't he?
Well, yes. I mean, that's what we're led to understand. Right out in the middle of, again, it's there were so many people, so many different views in the chat room last night. Which I thought, which is fine. I mean,
that's what it's all about. That's absolutely what it's all about.
People may have been critical of the way that we handled it, but what you've got to remember is when you're doing this, there's a balance between asking a question, asking a question that might make the person that you're asking uncomfortable about answering, but not alienate them at the same time.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I just didn't want to do it. And I'm not a professional at this. I'm not fucking Richie Allen. I weren't trained. We don't have adverts and shit like that.
No.
It's Gene Yates.
Although
go on, sorry.
Although we don't have adverts, but I do happen to like this Zippo lighter.
Is it a good lighter? Have you bought it online?
Well, no, I just thought if I said that, somebody might send one. I don't know where they'd fucking send it to.
Neuro Paradise, who turns out to be somebody that I knew 10 years ago, and has been listening to us for the last 10 months and didn't realise who I was. And then when I mentioned the Beckham thing, she realised she recognised who I was. So she's been in touch. I'll be back in touch with you, Neuro Paradise. Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? Like I even had the other day. I had one of the trolls from a troll from 2006 or something. That
really?
Yeah, come on to one of the things, and he said, "Oh, you used to be Jack Chit or whatever, yeah, not Jack Chit, and you were a fucking tosser and all this sort of thing." And all I did, I was nice to him. I weren't, I weren't, I was a bit sarcastic, but I weren't really very.
You weren't, were you?
Well, you know me, I sometimes can stoop down to fucking sarcasm sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Ade, you good-looking bastard. So yeah, he were making comments and calling me a tosser and doing things like that. I remember responding to him, and then he must have seen stuff about me, my health problems and my legs coming off and all that sort of shit. And he wrote, "Well, you are a fucking tosser, a monumental tosser," as he called me. I don't know who the guy is. I'd love to know. He said, "But you don't deserve what that's happened to you. Nobody deserves that." Yada yada yada. So, and then that's the last I heard of him. So they do come back. You do get people coming back, and even after all these years. I mean, it must have been 2006, 7. That we're talking 20. No, we're not 20 years, is it? Not 2027 yet, is it?
Yeah.
Is it not yet? Is it 2027 yet? I'm fucking knackered.
I tell you what, I did want to make a point of last night, and I completely agreed with Max on it. Dave Von Kleiss, when we interviewed him, anybody that doesn't remember, Dave's the one who did 9/11 in plain sight, wasn't it?
Yeah, and 9/11 ripple effect.
Yeah, I was just going to say ripple effect. And that is the small details that everybody argues about are not important. Because what we do know is, on 9/11, what we're told happened is bullshit. What the truth is, everybody can have their own idea or whatever, but what exactly the truth is...
But you see, that's where the fun should be, Ada. And it's not. The fun should be debating different ideas. And
it should not. But this is my point. This is my point. We should be agreeing about the main thing, and then helping each other find out the truth about then the details, because then we're helping each other rather than. Why did you put that out?
Because I know it'd take you off your track. Go on.
Rather than arguing about the details because of somebody's ego or whatever, it's it's not important. What's important is letting as many people know in as short a time as possible, in as fewer words as possible, all the shit that we know. And that's it. But it's the details that we can have fun debating, but we should be helping each other, not shouting at each other.
But that's not the way people are, though, is it? I mean, it's just... I don't know what this is, Bright 77. Answer the question, please, Jason. I don't know what the question is, so if you can put the question in again, because this it goes quite fast. It goes quite fast for you, but it goes quite fast for us as well. We've got people on Facebook. Paul Lynch, who's somebody I know, has just put news media lying. You do shock me, lol. Yeah, well, but you're still watching it, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah.
The kid I know from...
you did watch the news tonight just to know what shit they're actually expecting us to believe this week.
Right, so...
I can't find... I'm just looking back. Who? No.
It's Bright 77.
Yeah, so, I can't find a question, but can Bright 77, can you stick it back up? Because whatever it is, we'll try and answer it, even if I don't know what the answer is. But I will have a go.
Oh, fucking hell for you.
Is that Leeds? I bet that's Leeds.
No, it's not Leeds. No, Leeds is... like I said today, we had that comment on... did we today when I said it? Yeah, we had that comment on one of the YouTube videos, and it said it's like listening to the Tetley Tea folk, and Leeds is Sydney.
I can't because I'll leave you on your own. I don't want to do that. I was just going to go and fetch something, but I'm not.
No, you go on. You go and fetch some.
No.
I'll read some shit out.
What's
this one?
No, but the one who doesn't know. Hey?
The one who knows, no, but the one who knows, who doesn't know, knows everything.
Think.
Yeah, come on. We're not grammar police, man.
No, we're not.
We don't know what that. We don't know.
Well, I don't know what that means, Bright 77.
No,
if it was a question, I'd answer it, but
I've got a sneaking suspicion because I've seen a few comments from Bright on the YouTube videos.
Okay.
I'm led to believe. Well, I don't know actually, because I was going to say he might not. English might not be his first language.
Right. Okay.
That might be the one who knows doesn't know. There we go. And yes, guys, from the Webster report. And listen, Paul Webster, shall I tell you what the fucking Paul Webby did to me last night? He sent me a message while we got Max on. And you know what? If I'd have been a bit braver, I would have asked the question. But Webby put, and I'm mounting you now, Webby. If you want to let me know if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not in a Schofield way.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to say anyway. Webby told me that there is chatter on certain parts of the internet that the reason Max doesn't reveal his real name is because it's Jewish.
What does that mean?
He wanted me to ask him. He wanted me to ask him if it were Jewish. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it don't matter, but yeah.
Well, we don't know, do we? It's
it's got a 0.4% chance of being correct. Is it? Is that about the Jewish population? It's less than 1%, isn't it? I know it's not a lot.
I've no idea.
Somebody Google that. I don't want to do it, but just somebody Google what percentage of the Earth's population is Jewish. That's an interesting one, that.
Mahat Malevolence has just put in the chat room, is PK allowed a right of reply? Like I've said earlier, you obviously missed that, Mahatma. But yeah, if he wants to come on here, he's quite welcome to come on here. It's no problem whatsoever. He'll be treated with respect. We don't know what's gone on.
No idea.
All we've been asking about is what is going on and to get an opposing opinion as well. So if you can get PK and get him to get in touch with us here at Raconteurs News or my email, which is not hard to find, then we'll get him on. It's not a problem at all. Or just put something in comments if you put comments or something like that.
Really, the only rule that I'd have is just be debate is fine, but being a troll isn't. In other words, just a relentless list of swear words in what we're about. But if anybody wants to come on and say this is my opinion because this is my side of what happened and happens to swear a bit, I ain't got a problem with that. That's fine.
Yeah. Look, it's we give everyone a right to reply. Yeah, everyone's got a right to reply.
From our point of view, all that happened is somebody asked a question in the chat room. Max answered the question. It was clearly about somebody or a situation, and then that's what it is. So you guys that watch this know much more about it than we do. So we're just the carriage that you can sit on while you do your bidding.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! I thought you were going to say the carriage that you can sit on my face
and tell me that you love me. Monty Python. Yes, sir.
It's what?
Monty Python.
When you
sit to my face and tell me that you love me.
I don't know Monty Python, mate. I never got it. I never got it at all. I thought it was fucking stupid. And you would have thought that would have liked it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But then you would have thought I like The Office, the American version.
And I just absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And most of the fact that I love it is that not many people watch it, so I can say things and and people don't know what. But the good thing is, me and my missus in May, before all this shit happened with my other leg, like we said, we had a weekend away at Chapel St Leonard's. We were walking down, walking. I weren't walking, obviously, but walking along promenade. And somebody approached us who'd got a Dunder Mifflin T-shirt on, which is the name of the company in the US office. So it was like a meeting of, you know, a meeting of people. You know, you meet somebody. Not very many people know it, but I think it's a classic, mate.
Yeah.
That's why I'm called the Angelo Vickers. And in a while, I'll be doing my Diddy Angelo Vickers. I'll be doing my motivational juggling without the balls.
Who is this D'Angelo Vickers?
He's played by, who's he played? Will Ferrell, is it? Will Ferrell plays him. But he becomes manager in last, I think it's just second to last series.
Right.
He becomes manager at place. He replaces that other guy, Steve Carell, as manager. But yeah, that's D'Angelo. We can change it if it's a bit difficult for you to read.
Read? Oh yeah.
Well, if anybody's got any other comments about what went on last night,
yeah, we're happy to read them out, aren't we?
Yeah, of course we are. As long as we see them. So if you can put them in capitals if you've got a question.
Yeah, question. Yeah, questions in capitals.
And then we might spot it at some point. But you know, it is difficult when you're trying to talk and you're reading as well, and it does sort of take you off one or the other. You can't read and talk at the same time, can you? Unless you're a fucking robot like them cunts on telly, like Philip Schofield. He's gay, you know. You know, he's so brave. He's so brave that he's been lying to his wife for all these years and bumming a runner. And then he comes out and he's a hero. He's an absolute fucking hero. All bow down to Philip fucking Schofield. Oh, actually, you better not fucking bow down. Otherwise, he'll have his fucking zip open, especially if you're fucking like a young lad. Yeah.
I don't think it matters whether he is or not.
It's not, but it's like it's a huge, massive thing in media. You know what? And he's so brave. He's not. He's been doing all this wrong stuff, and it's wrong. Look, people do these things. I understand that more than anybody else. But you know, this guy is like a hero for fucking shoving his cock up someone's arse, because that's essentially what it is. He's a hero for that. Yeah, it came out. Nick GB says it came out because he was about to be outed. It's the same thing happened with that guy who were on in what was it, Boys One, that Stephen Gately.
Oh yeah.
He were about to be outed and had to come out as gay, and then he's found dead in his bed. A few years later. What did you think about Max talking about them getting into his mind, whoever they are?
Well, there have been more than Max who've said that is what happened to him. And I know one personally. Daisy.
Yeah.
And she had this experience well before she was ever involved in any mental health system or anything like that. And she told me about how she gets download of information, and it's like she's just been absolutely bombarded with it. And they do get into your mind, and then she says it always takes her a few days to get over it physically, but mentally as well. And she describes it as like a blue curtain, doesn't she? But you know, I mean, how do we know what somebody else is feeling? And even their feelings are then only described with their words that might mean something different to them than they do to us, because there's emotion and all sorts in there, isn't there? But yeah. Anyway, Jace, what do you think?
I don't know, because we've interviewed TIs on here, people who talk about this voice to skull technology, and it's compelling, but there is no real evidence for it. There is no real evidence for it. We know Daisy. We know Daisy going through an extremely stressful time at that point when these things happen to her. Yeah. And, anything can trigger anything. And I'm not discounting that it's some sort of technology, or even I'm not discounting it's some sort of spiritual thing. But it just, I don't know. I still get the feeling that what Max did is he did what a lot of us have done, but it's not got to as many people. Is we posted some on the internet, woke up next morning and thought, oh fucking hell, what have I done? What have I done? What have I posted? And then he's had to retract it. And I just felt the retraction left a lot. It left a lot more questions than answers.
Even after last night, do you think?
Yeah, I still think that. Yeah, I still think that.
Okay.
I still think that. I mean, this whoever them are, they.
Yeah, but I use I use pronouns like they, because if you all like, well, if you don't know, my simple position on everything is there are however many families might be 13. You can call them the Illuminati, you can call them the Bilderberg Group, you can call them you can call them whatever you want, but the bit above the governments of the world that nobody actually sees. That's what I would call they. Why have you got a pair of nail clippers?
It's not, it's scissors, but the green, see, so when I go like that, see what I mean?
Shall I put that picture up that you sent me today on my screen behind me?
Do you know, I've got it. I'm going to say something to you.
Go on.
I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to, if you're a bit squeamish, I'm
yeah,
going to put a picture of my toes. I had my bandaging done today, my wound dress, and I thought I'll take a picture of my toes because nobody, when I said to them that they're merging together and they're fucked and they're done and and all this sort of thing, you don't really quite get it. So if you're of a disposition where you're a bit squeamish, I'm going to put a picture of my toes up. I'll put it up for about 10 seconds and then I'll put it down again. But here it is. So are you ready? If you look away now, if you don't want to know the football scores, look away now.
And for those of you that are a little bit confused, that is not a sprout covered in French squashy cheese. It's Jason's toes this morning.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll hide that off. So there you go. There's some toes for you. There's some manky toes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay with this, and I think we're going to lose them toes definitely. But I think probably we might lose a foot. But it's a lot fucking better than it were before I had this operation in November. So we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Paul, the guy who used to work with, sorry, Paul just put, what the fuck is going on with your foot, Jason? It's the same stuff as you probably know that happened with me other leg, only this time, hopefully, we've caught it, but my foot's really fucked. Yes, I am using honey, Alice. I am using that honey, yeah. Go on, Ade, you were going to say.
No, I'm just looking at all the comments in there. I was just going to say, for anybody that don't know, you lost one of your legs, and then the other one, we're kind of hoping we're working towards keeping this one.
Yes, that's the plan. How's your old lad, Jason? Oh, my old lad. Oh, he's all right. He's all right. He's not coming out very much. Oh, my dad, you mean? I thought you meant me knob. That's how
I did. I'm thinking, why would anybody ask Jason that?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. How's your dad?
Yeah,
I'm going to go and get what I was.
Go on,
so
then.
I'm going to be able to hear you, but I'm just. Yeah.
All right.
Excuse me. 2 minutes.
Good. Yeah, I've had a couple of reports from my sister. A couple of reports from my sister today. He's still in intensive care, but he's been in a chair today. So they were hoping to move him to a ward. So I've not heard anything since. But I'm going to visit him tomorrow. So I've got nobody coming. There's nobody. I ain't going to have my leg bandaged. So it's tomorrow. I'm going to go and see him, and see how he is. So I'll be able to give you a more detailed report then. But apparently he's been out of bed and sat in the chair. He's still a bit dopey. He's still in intensive care, but he's just. It's going to be quite a long recovery. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's really hit me yet. I think it'll probably hit me tomorrow when I go. I mean, it'll be a first for me in a long time that I've been a visitor at a hospital. So that'll be a bit weird. So, but yeah, I'll know more tomorrow. But yeah, thanks to everybody that's just been asking. I've been asking about him. It's been a big shock to everybody, but you know, we're getting there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're fate as us Holmeses, us Vickerses, us D'Angelo Vickerses. Yeah, Galaxian says busted ribs take eons to mend. I don't think his ribs are left. They put something in, some metal in. They did an operation and put some metal in where his ribs were. I don't know what that were about. I'll find out when I see him. But you know, I only get little bits of reports from me sister. Oh, there you go. He's Peaky Blinders. He's back.
No, you were on about Leeds.
Yeah,
well, you said he could be Sydney. Well, if he's Sydney, I'm Gaffer.
You're Gaffer. So who am I then? Am I the one with Peter Salas's voice?
You must be the other one, yeah. You see, last night I did think about wearing this one. This is genuinely my Aussie hat. I don't wear this very often, only if I'm out in the rain and it's absolutely pissing it down. But this is a genuine Aussie hat made of kangaroo. Anyway, that's not vegetarian, that one, is it? My good friend Paul taught me to buy this one on a holiday, and I actually wore this on a holiday. That looks very bad, doesn't it? Anyway.
I just had a message from someone who's listening, who I used to work with, my dad, and he's just messaged me and said, "What's happened to your dad?" So I'm just going to explain again, just basically for his sake. My dad on Saturday, he does some gardening and tree surgeon type stuff, but he obviously had got very good safety gear because he fell out of the tree and he smashed all his ribs in, and he's punctured his lungs. And
can he break his back as well?
Yeah, he's had a few vertebrae and he's had a bleed on the brain as well. So he's in hospital. He's been in intensive care, still in intensive care as far as I know. This happened Saturday. He had an operation on Sunday to put some metal stuff into where his ribs used to be at. That's what I believe anyway. Metal plates in his chest. And he's had a bleed on the brain. So, but he's getting better. So that's what's happened. So he's fell out of a tree. He's fucking 70-year-old and he's up a fucking tree 20 foot. I mean, what the fuck is that all about? We had no fucking safety shit and all. Now thinks he's invincible. Well, anyway, I'll see him tomorrow and I'll give him a piece of my mind.
Go steady. You haven't got much left.
Much mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened. So he's still at Aussie. I'm going to see him tomorrow. But what? Yeah, Nick GB says you don't have much luck, do you, Jason? I fucking don't. I must be the unluckiest bloke I've ever met, and I have met myself in a mirror once. Yeah, so we were going to talk. We've done half an hour.
Okay.
We've talked about yesterday. Is there any more questions about yesterday's show? If you want to put them into the chat room, if there's any more any more questions about yesterday, we can move yesterday to one side. And we were talking about something earlier on, and I think we were going to bring it up on show tonight, weren't we? When you were telling me about this guy who didn't want to go on a plane.
Yeah.
And it just emphasised on what.
Yeah, this is a bit difficult for me to talk about, but I'm going to try.
Yeah.
The only reason it's difficult is because, right, there are impending changes to this man's employment prospects because of how the company that he works for is probably going to, I wouldn't say restructure, it's more like a natural move away from manpower and more into electronics. And he just found out today, but he rang me to say that he didn't feel comfortable about getting on a plane because he was going to be rebreathing air. Now, he's not going to China. He's not going anywhere where there's been any more cases of this, what is it? Carbon fiber, whatever it is they're calling it. This disease that everybody's getting and not dying of. It's a bit like flu. And he just, even though he got these big changes that are going to happen, because the programming is so good, the thing that he was more bothered about was, dare he get on a plane to go on holiday just in case he happens to rebreathe some air that's been breathed by somebody who might have coronavirus. This is not somebody who's old. This is not somebody who's infirm. This is a quite fit and healthy middle-aged man. And yeah. And when he was asking me the question, I'm thinking, I don't know. The coronavirus won't bother me at all. I mean, I've got a flight booked and I'm getting on it, but
it does bother me because it is corona is an anagram of raccoon, and it started in Raccoon City. And everybody who listens to this, because we're Raconteurs News, you're all raccoons. Everybody's a raccoon. Everyone remembers what's his face? Colin.
We need Colin.
Let me find Colin. Yeah. So that's. I mean, for him to be worried about that and worrying about that. I mean, is this guy a bloke who's taking his family on holiday? Would he be worried about his kids and his spouse or anything like that? But he's just been told that due to, well, let's just say technological advances, he's probably going to be obsolete in a few months' time.
Yeah, his job's going to change, but where it'll end up, we don't know. You don't know, it just, but the one thing that, but yeah, and I just thought, and it's just all about perspective, isn't it? And it doesn't matter what the subject, if it's part of the agenda, you're supposed to be scared. And that's what I liked what you said to me earlier, Jason, when we were talking about this on the phone. And you said, yeah, people kind of are addicted to being scared, aren't they? And you're exactly right. I think people are addicted to being scared.
Oh yeah, of course they are. They're completely addicted. They love the news. Just think about when something happens, and the news is on. When you get this 24-hour coverage, of these certain stories, that it's always fear-based. It's always like, this. If it's a missing child, this could be your child.
Yeah.
If it's everything is based upon fear. It's all based upon fear. The news is just giving you fear. It's fear mongering. It's going, oh my God, there's this virus. Fucking virus.
I know made a good point of that. That was who was that actor who was on Question Time? And he was really having a go at these wokey wankers. Lawrence Fox.
Yeah,
and many people had been on about it. I thought, I'll look it up on YouTube. And the one thing that it struck me was when they what word did he use? When they steal a word and turn it into something else, when they'll say, "Oh, somebody's a carbon denier," are they? Well, the only other time you'll hear the word denier used is when they're talking about the Holocaust. So it's like even the exact words they use are very, very, very carefully chosen.
Well, it's the same. I mean, 10, 12 years ago. Here we go. There you go. I'll just pop that up there.
Cannabis oil, I want some. Because my supplier fell down and I hadn't had any for ages. I mean, I've got some unrefined, but it's green. It was invisible.
Yeah, got some green, but it's invisible. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we were talking about, the fear. It's again, it's fear-based mind control. Everything's all about fear. I mean, the letters that come through your letterbox, people are afraid of them. They're afraid of a letter, a piece of paper.
Yeah.
They're afraid to open it. They're afraid what the ink has, put upon that. Upon that thing. Just screw the cunt up and fucking chuck it away. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Is there?
It's difficult because the natural thing about human being is we will try and go through every single possible scenario so that we can plan for the outcome, and then something totally different fucking hits you sideways and you never even see it coming. It's true, isn't it? All the things I've ever worried about have never come true. But either something worse or different has happened, and just completely caught me unawares.
Well, look, it's all about. Also, it panders to the ego because you get these situations. If you look at something, and particularly on social media, let's say you see something and it's a sponsored link or something or whatever, and there might be something behind it that says or under it saying, "Be the first to like this." So as if being first to like something, but pandering to someone's ego, that the first, I've seen it on here. People have written first when they've in chat room when they've gone on. It is that thing that people do.
Because I think as humans, we just naturally got a competitive spirit because it's if you didn't fight for it back in whenever, you didn't get eat, did you? So we are naturally a competition inspired race, aren't we?
We are, but we used to be a competition inspired race, but the competition used to be a level playing field, didn't it? Unless you've got some sort of injury or something or other. When you're going back to days when we were chucking fucking spears at mammoths and that.
Who are you calling a spear chucker, motherfucker?
You. you fucking jive turkey.
I love it when you talk dirty. Anyway, what else did we want to talk about tonight?
No, we were saying, weren't we, back in the days where you used to be out hunting your food and everything, right, they were a natural order. But that natural order's just been fucking tipped on its head. So you've got young, weakling, weedy wankers that have fucking gone and done a fucking degree in politics at some wanky fucking university somewhere where it's all bollocks. They've either been to a private public school university like Eton or fucking something like that, or Cambridge or Oxford, or they've been to Leeds Polytechnic. And so the ones that have been to Cambridge or Oxford or like that, or Eton, and that, they're all going to be right wing. They're all going to end up being conservatives. The ones that go to the polytechnics and stuff, they're all going to, just by design, just by the way that the system has hired certain people into certain positions, so that they would be. They would be easy to manipulate. And they were not easy to manipulate, but they are easy to manipulate because You know, when some fucking bellend comes up with some dog shit saying, right, okay, in this university now, I propose that in this university now, nobody should address each other as he or she. They should address each other as they, or if the person has a pronoun that they want to use, you must be able to fucking guess it and say it before, you know, and they'll just do it. They'll just do it because it's their ideals. And they feel as though their ideals, which are left wing, which were helping people and more socialist, but they're not. They're in the more left wing type momentum shit, where it's just like take over everything, make people do shit they don't want to fucking do. Again, fear based. It's fear based control. People self censor because they're afraid. They don't want to say. You don't want to be the one that just puts their hand up and says, "Excuse me, but you're not a fucking bloke. You're sorry, you're not a woman. You're a bloke. You've got some women's clothes on, but that's it." But nobody will do that. That's self-censorship. That's fear. And that's not fear of somebody beating you up. You're not going to get beat up by trans fucking... But, well, you might do. I mean, I've seen a couple of ones where, what's his face? What was that? Someone told me in chat room, who's that right-wing bloke who winds fucking left-wingers up in America? He's always speaking on campuses, and there's always tons and tons of people saying that they despise him and protesting. And what's his name? Someone's going to tell me in chat room in a second. What's his name?
While you're waiting for that, I just want to read out what Webby's put. How the fuck did you keep Vinny that quiet for that long? I thought Vinny was a star last night. But what both Jason and I have said today is, not just yet, but in a very short few weeks, we'd like to get Vinny on to talk about whatever subject he wants, or whatever subjects you want us to get him to talk about. Because I thought Vinny was great last night. When he said he'd come on, he fully understood that it was he was joining a show that we'd already arranged with Max, and I thought Vinny last night was a superstar.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, I thought not Ade, Webby would have had something to say about that. No, it's not the person I'm thinking about. Somebody put Mark Dice, the Grand Beard Wanker. I know who you are now, the Grand Beard Wanker. Mark Dice. No, it weren't Mark Dice, but I've had some I've got interesting stuff on Mark Dice. He's nowhere near what he seems to be. And he used to be called John Connor. He used to call himself John Connor, you know, like what's?
Oh yeah.
But he used to go around. See, this is the guy who come out who was supposed to be one of these people that were love and peace and everyone and all this, but then it came out that there were videos of him and he were walking around campuses screaming stuff like, don't you think that being gay is God hates fags and all this sort of shit?
Good.
But that sort of all disappeared from internet. So I think we know what Mark Dice is. In fact, I definitely know what Mark Dice is. I've had enough dealings with him when he were John Connor. No, I'm not talking about Stephen Yanis. No, who am I talking about? Fucking hell, is that Jewish? He's always got one of them little fucking Jew hats on. Oh God, what's it called? Oh God, fucking hell! Oh Jesus Christ!
No,
anyway,
he were in the other book.
Yeah, he were in Middle East then, but it was still fucking white though. Ben Shapiro, there you go. That's the guy. Ben Shapiro. I like the stuff. I don't agree with him on everything. He's a bit pro-Israel and he he goes into these ridiculous arguments about why Israel is happy. But just because I disagree with him on one subject, I'm not going to just discard everything he says on all others. Yeah, and he gets it's quite funny, he gets these left wing colleges and what have you. And he got this one particular woman up, and they were talking about how he thought that he must have given a speech, and he must have said something about trans people. said that they were mentally ill. And she said, so this woman, this lass is going on and saying, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't, he says, well, look, a man's a man and a woman's a woman. And she said to him, well, you should be able to, he should be able to identify as, anybody should be able to identify as what they can. And he says, okay. He says, how old are you? And she says, I'm 23. He says, well, why aren't you 65? Because you're not 65, are you? You can't identify as being 65.
No, I guess you
And
can.
he just got fucking stumped. And so if you're a woman, look, I don't agree with Ben Shapiro on a lot of fucking stuff, but I'm also somebody that consumes not only what the echo chamber that we can find ourselves in, that you listen to, but I also like to listen to the other side as well. I won't watch Sky News for more than fucking 10 minutes because it's just a fucking pile of bollocks, isn't it? Philip Schofield's fucking, that's news. It's not even fucking news. I don't even care what anybody says. It's not news. He's a cunt, and he should have been fucking sacked. You think about what people do. Look at what they do. There's certain people that get away with should have been sacked, right? He's been having an affair with a fucking runner. He's we met when he was underage, apparently. Think Schofield were a patron at this guy's fucking media theatre fucking thing or whatever. But anyway, they met a long time ago when he were about 14. So he should be fucking sacked. Like, he should have been sacked. Anton Deck, when he crashed his fucking car, pissed out of his head with his fucking sister and hurt somebody. Should have been sacked, but they don't get sacked. There's some look at what fucking Barrymore did. All he did is have a dead guy in his pool. His career, where it went. We were talking about this the other day. Somebody would, because I mentioned John Leslie, and somebody put in chat room that John Leslie were doing quite okay now. He have got a property empire and stuff like that. So they're not completely destroyed him, which is good. And they've probably done him a favour getting him off at fucking telly, because that's just dangerous ground. You say one fucking wrong thing, everyone fucking jumps on you.
Yeah.
Unless you're Philip Schofield,
I just think if all people have got to talk about is somebody else's sexuality for however many minutes it went on for, I just think, well, really? I've got better things to debate than that, and it's not a debate, is it? Because it is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
I wrote something down that I was going to say to you, but last night, and I forgot, and I think I've thrown away the thing that I wanted to. Anyway, never mind. I'll remember. You
will at some point.
I will.
You're listening to Raconteurs News. It's Jason Ade just talking about last night. As if there's all you want to talk about, just do you want us to chat about, then just stick it in the chat room if there's a question or a comment or anything like that. If it's a question, put it in capitals. The Royals. Let's talk about the Royals, says Bright77. I know the no, Jason, says Bright77 as well. So I don't know whether he's talking. I can't work out with Bright77. I don't know whether it's male or female. But it's the Royals. Are we talking about the royal family or?
Hang on, what's the no? What's the no? No.
Yeah.
What is it? I know the no, Jason. What's that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. I
have no idea what that means. I really haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what most things people say me mean these days. Well, said to me. Mahatma Levelin says Barrymore couldn't attend court because he was doing Aladdin again. I don't know if that quite works, does it? I mean,
no.
The original ones, Michael Jackson and his mate talking about what video they're going to watch, and he said, "Well, we could get Aladdin," and he says, "Well, you're in enough trouble as it is." But that's an old Michael Jackson joke.
That's terrible. But no subject should be off comedy. It should all be free to Anyway.
Dude, if you think this is comedy, this is not comedy. That joke I sent you last night, that was just terrible. I wrote that.
You wrote that?
I wrote it, and I thought, because I said to, I heard Max say there were hailstones the size of golf balls, and I thought, they always say that, don't they? They always say the size of golf balls.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be easier if it were like they were the size of testicles, and then you could put something in front, an animal. So if you're talking cat's testicles, then it's not going to be right big, are they? But if you're talking bull's testicles, or fucking even worse, fucking blue whale's testicles, you know, there's some big fucking hailstones.
Yeah. You just got to be careful that you don't use the elephant analogy too early, just in case there's a bigger storm tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Anyway, we were going to talk about the Royals, apparently.
What? We're talking about what?
The Royals.
Oh yeah, the Royals. What's up with them?
Yeah, what do you want us to talk about? Bright 77. The Royals. Which bit of them? Well, they're not, but they're just the aristocracy that, you know, they're just the same old rich families that have been sitting the fat asses on a fucking throne all over Europe for years. Really?
Oh yeah.
What?
Super Lead says at Raconteurs News, send us a link, mate. Dare we?
What?
Dare we send Super Leads a link?
Oh, no. Well, if he's got something to say, yeah.
Well, you know what I'll say. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I know exactly. Don't ask me what I think, because most people know what I think.
Dude, just chill out, man. Chill out. It's, you know, we're just doing a chilled out night. You know, Super Leads, if he wants to, if you're okay with it, we'll get him on. If he's got something to say, have you got something to say, Super Leads? Tell us. Jace, read the email I sent you. Right, let's have a look at this then. Someone sent me an email. Dean Yates.
This makes real good radio, this pregnant pause.
It's not radio, is it? It's YouTube. It makes good YouTube.
It does, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. I will. Thanks. I didn't really need to read that now, but I've read it now. So thanks for that, Dean. I'll forward that on to Ade as well. Yes, invite Super Leads and cut him out if he misbehaves. Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send you a link, Stuart.
Yes, Bright 77. What? I'll just ask me. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, where the fuck composed to this? You know, you get a mouse and it like clicks once. You click it once and it clicks twice, and shit goes off. I've got
yeah.
Mouse. What's that fucker all about?
Oh no, here we go. Now we've got bloody Uni Black Sister. If Leeds is coming on, can I come on, please?
No, I don't think so. No, we're not having you two on. Fucking hell, not pair on him.
My God.
That'd be like, I can't remember what his email is, because it's not his name or fuck all like that. It's something really stupid.
Apple Charlotte, no, you can't, Uni. Sit down and be a good boy and stop picking your feet.
Leeds has gone to Londis. It says, Leeds, just put the first two characters of your email address in the chat room, and then I'll be able to get it, because it'll do it. And we'll get Super Leeds on. We'll find out how he's doing it. I think Leeds is playing tonight. I don't know if he's not watching it. Oh, there we go. Rowley won 1974. That's the fucker, right? So, I've got some stuff to show as well about what's his face? Some stuff I found about Mark Steele.
Oh, go on then. Please do share.
Well, I will do. I've got the pictures and that, so I'm going to get.
I thought about getting a job as a detective. What do you think?
Yeah, well, you could get a job as a cowboy, man, with that on, couldn't you? You could be Brokeback Mountain too.
What is this? No, it's a Stetson, this one.
I tell you what, it must have been fucking him hard if you fucking broke his back.
It's me. I don't wear it. I don't wear hats very often.
Right. Okay.
See, that's the American team. Look,
Washington Capitals.
Yeah.
So how come they're all in lowercase?
What?
Oh, fucking hell.
They're not bad.
Oh, yeah, Washington Capitals. Yeah, well done. Thank you.
And it's in capitals.
My American team, the American team I always looked out for were the Denver Broncos, but they were fucking shit, man. So that, you see, I can't pick football teams. Sheffield Wednesday and Denver fucking Broncos.
So, is Leeds coming on then, or what's happening?
Yeah, he's coming on. He's a raconteur. Oh, do you know, we should stop. You know, whenever anybody gives us any criticism in any comments, I'm going to start putting you're a Raconteurs news denier. Well, it makes sense. I mean, they used to do that with 9/11. You know, we was people that were like 9/11 truth back in day when it was fucking really new in 2006, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, the world's going to fucking end because this." Everyone could see this, and look, everybody, look at all this, and nobody was listening because they were told not to. People were fucking all over the place. I forgot where I'm going with that.
I just think, you know, when you said people are addicted to being scared, I mean, I think pretty much 9/11 was when it all changed, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And I think after that, people expected to be scared and to need to be protected. And that was definitely a massive leap. Massive leap. Just got to learn not to be... Just don't be scared. Because most of it's bullshit anyway.
Well, what are they going to do to you? What are they going to do? You can fucking... they can kill us, but they can't hate us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's...
Hang on, I might need to put a flat cap on for that.
Yeah, go on, put it on.
Kill us, but they can't hate us.
Well, you know what I've been doing today? I know I'm a bit fucking... I'm a bit addicted, but I've been watching classic Emmerdale Farm. Sometime in 90s now, because there's two on a day. It's going through fucking times.
Right.
And I'm addicted. Fucking Seth Armstrong. You were having a fake down at fucking thing. This bloke, Ned Dingle's just been involved, just been coming. He's just coming to show Dingle. Apparently, they've been there fucking years, all of them. And this bloke, this bloke had got this thing, and they wanted to fate each other. So they had a fate. So Seth Armstrong, right, is at the Woolpack with the woman, Betty Eggleton, right, and he has to marry him. And she said, only if my dad agrees. And he's gone to Woolpack with Betty Eggleton to meet her dad. And her dad's like, after, you know, Seth said to him, "Do I want to drink?" And he says, "Yeah, I'll have half a bitter." And then as Seth stood up, he went and two double Jack Daniels to wash it down with. Oh, here we go. We've got knobhead on.
Oh, God.
Faces as well. You're going to have to turn that light down a bit, man.
Oh,
knobhead here. Here, well, let's add him. There we go.
Turn that light down. What is it?
He's trying not to get SARS, I think. He's trying not to get coronavirus.
Oh, no.
It's either that or we've just interrupted him, having sex.
Can you come a bit closer to the camera, please?
Have you got a bird tied up somewhere near there? And
yeah, just keep your hands where we can see him, dressed like that. No. Oh, I thought he was going to bare his ass then.
No, he's not going to moon us. He's not going to moon us. Oh, what's he done there?
I think he's just tucked his ponytail in.
Well, we can just talk. We can talk about so welcome to Raconteurs News. It's D'Angelo Vickers and my co-host Ade, and our guest tonight is Nobed, and he can't speak. He's got a gimp mask. He's in the middle of a sex session, but he's decided to join us here on Raconteurs News, although he's got somebody tied to the bed in the other room. Leave him be. Fuck. Yeah.
Right, is that it? Is he going again, or
is that your
was it just a visual gag?
Welcome to wig.
Fucking hell, it's a bit tight, that, man. It's a gas mask, it's not a fucking gimp mask.
No, we know that.
I've got to be careful with you lot from South Yorkshire with fucking viruses.
No, you can't get a virus off a computer. I know you've heard of computer viruses, but they don't really exist.
Dear me, is that fucking light playing up again on me this way?
I tell you what, Leeds, mate. I thought I had fucking skinny arms.
Eh?
I thought I had skinny arms.
I can still punch though.
You fucking got spaghetti arms, man. What's going on? Are you losing weight? How are you?
When I went into rehab, I weighed less than 8 stone and I'm 6 foot tall.
Fucking hell, that's just your bones. That's what happened.
How are you doing after rehab?
No, not good, mate.
No?
No.
Well, you're not bad.
I know.
You seem all right tonight, mate.
So do you get another shot?
Fuck me. No. Not for the price of it. Fuck that. My mother paid for me, so. Do you know how much it was?
Mm-mm.
Just short of 5 figures, shall we say.
Fucking hell.
Wow. That's an expensive hotel with no bar in it.
It were fucking horrible. Horrible. They were in an industrial estate in Bradford, fucking next to a fucking halal chicken factory.
Was it residential?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were locked in there. Well, no, you could leave anytime you want. Well, Hotel California. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you were staying. I mean, there were beds. You were staying there.
Yeah, but your room was like size of a fucking toilet.
Well, you know, I've got to say, to be honest, you look fucking shocking. And I'd hope somebody had said to me that I looked as shocking. If you do, mate, honestly, you need to be looking after yourself.
I am.
You know, before
I understand. I am thin. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I mean,
no, I'm not having a go at you, mate. I'm not, honestly.
I know you're not having a go at me. But it's only because I put this on for piss take.
Yeah, because you're LeBron. What's his name? Indeed.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I'm sticking this on fucking eBay. Yep, it's fucking doubled in value, I reckon.
Right, well, I'll get if you want. You can get me. I'll sign it for you if you want.
Why are you Kobe Bryant?
No, but I can. If you show me Kobe Bryant's signature, I can do it.
What, are you good at handwriting?
No, I'm not good at handwriting, but I used to do fucking fake signatures. I used to fake signatures.
Should you really be saying that on here?
Well, no, because this bloke used to pay me to fake signatures on because I could
Should you really be saying that on here?
No, I'm not fucking bothered. It was years ago. Nobody would be able to fucking prove out anyway. I'd just say, oh, that I was joshing or whatever. It's not. It's fucking bollocks. But I tell you what, the funny thing was, I went to.
You must be good at handwriting then, if you can fake signatures.
No, I'm no good at handwriting. Look at me fucking book, man.
So, if you're not good at handwriting, how do you fake fucking signatures? Do they just fucking pay you and you just went, were it an X?
No, I did. I can do a signature. I can do a signature, but that means
that's handwriting.
Yeah, of course it's handwriting, but it's not really, is it? It's just copying someone else has done. Anyway, I used to the funny story is right. I was going to a wedding, and I walked into a pub it was in Killamarsh. This
Oh
wedding.
shit!
And I walked into a pub which were next to church, and on the wall there were a fucking shirt, an England shirt, signed by Michael Owen.
Mm.
And I said to landlord, I said, see that shirt there? He says, "Well," I said, "What do you think to my handiwork?" He says, "What? Where?" I says, "Well, you see that signature? I did it." And he went, "No, you didn't." I said, "I fucking did." I said, "You bought that off a bloke called Green." And I told him his name, and I said, "Look, I've been doing it. I've done fucking loads for him. He just says that he tells people that they're not real signatures." Well, he was telling me they were fucking. He told me that this were. I said, "Well, there you go." Fucking right funny. He took it off at wall there and then.
You know that pub just made
Yeah.
me really laugh when you mentioned that pub, because straight across the road from that pub there's a grit bin.
Oh,
Oh, should I tell you my
I'm
premiere?
ashamed to say what me and a young lady did in that grit bin.
Should
you
I tell
don't
you?
put in a grit bin. You can't. Just a minute, Leeds.
Sorry, mate.
You can't. You can't have sex in a grit bin. What? One of them fucking yellow things in it.
Yeah.
What didn't you get? Didn't you get grit in all in? Oh my god! It must have been like shagging sandpaper.
It's a long time ago.
Oh dear
I
me.
was drunk.
Anyway, no bed.
Yeah. Shall I tell you my premiere in story?
Yeah, go on. Tell us that. Yeah.
So it was last Sunday, yeah?
Is it going to be a long one? I'm going to be listening, but I really need to go and get my piss pot.
All right. Well, I've seen this thing on fucking eBay, and it's just like a thing that you piss in. I've been thinking about getting one, so you don't have to go. It's just like I don't know,
Toilet.
like a travel. If you're going on a long journey or whatever, I suppose, and you need a piss, and you just piss into this. It's just like an expandable bottle, really. It's coming from China, I think. Why do you get one of them? Why do you just piss on floor, Jace?
Well, I think his wife would kill him.
Watson, hey, he's off. He's off.
I'm here. I'm back. Don't worry.
What's he drinking anyway?
I'm drinking vodka, but I haven't had much, so you're all right.
What?
That fucking joke you sent me. Only me and you laughed at it when I said it.
One? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Which one?
Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, yes, I know. No, I thought that was fucking genius.
And I'm thinking, I wonder how many times Max has heard that. Oh my god!
Come on, come on.
No times.
That was clever. That was clever.
It's lots of gamers use PET bottles for that. I've heard Super Leeds. So yeah, some to piss in. I've got one of these because I can't get upstairs, so I've got one of these. I've got one downstairs and I've got one upstairs that's next to my bed. Now, it means that because I can't go upstairs yet. Once I got my lift in, I'll be able to go upstairs and have a piss and all that sort of thing. But I do. If I'm going too far, can someone stop me? No, okay, all right then. Well, if I need a crap, and then I have to go upstairs up on my arse because there's no option. But I wish, please, I really wish somebody would have interrupted me then and said, "No, you're going too far now, Jason. Nobody wants to know about your ablutions."
Vodka and Coke, then?
Yeah, vodka and Coke, yeah.
I'm on rosé wine.
Oh, and what's Rosie think about that? Does she not get mad at you for drinking a wine?
She's wrong place.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Go on then, Premier Inn story.
Oh, Premier Inn story. Right. So last Sunday, me and Mrs. had a fucking fallout. And I said, fuck this, I'm fucking off to the pub. It's only like 100 yards that fucking road. Went into the pub. This is like 12 o'clock. Got to my second pint and I thought, I don't really want to be here. I can't go home. I couldn't get hold of my mother. So I thought, fuck it, I'm off to Premier Inn.
Why didn't you get hold of me? Why didn't you ring me? Why didn't you ring me?
Well, it cost me more in a fucking taxi.
No, I'm talking about ringing me. I'm not talking about fucking coming and stopping at my house. I'm talking about fucking ringing me when you said...
What, you just say you're a knobhead, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but it's probably what needed to be said at that point in time.
Just going to say, you're not going to call him wrong, are you?
You tell me that I'm knobhead when I know I'm a knobhead.
When have I ever said you're a knobhead? Yeah, say you can't find one because it's never happened, right?
I know.
So all you need to do is you need to stop. Well, I'll tell you what it is you get these, because you've got such a bad you've got such a bad relationship with yourself, you can't fucking believe that others can have a good relationship with you because you just push people away that way. And that's what your drinking does. And that's what, thinking that everybody's calling you a knobhead. I never called you a knobhead.
I didn't say that you called me a knobhead, did I?
You did. You said you called me a knobhead. Look, I'm not fucking. If you've not got anybody to talk to, you fucking ring me. It doesn't matter.
All right.
If I'm in bed, my phone will be downstairs and I won't answer it.
All right. Do we have to do this on air?
Yeah. Well, all right then. We don't have to then. Tell us.
I don't like talking about it, but you know what I mean. It's like,
no, it's just that when you said, "Shall I tell you my Premier Inn story?"
I haven't finished it.
Go on, man.
I haven't got the fucking Premier Inn yet.
Go on then.
Right, so I get a taxi. So I was like, fuck that. I'm leaving pub. I was fucked off at pub. This is my local. I was like, oh. And I wanted to watch rugby. I think England were playing France. I don't really like rugby union, but I thought I can watch that. Do a fuck all else on.
that rugby league girly stuff.
Rugby union.
I prefer rugby league, yeah. I do, but as you can tell, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking prop forward. So I guess the fucking Premier Inn, and they ask you so many fucking questions when you're booking in. It's just unbelievable. They want to know fucking what colour fucking underpants you're wearing. In fact, I went probably about a year ago, and I only had cash on me. And they wouldn't let me book a room unless I had ID, and I've got no ID. So I couldn't get a room. I says, you what? So you're not willing to take my money because I've got no ID. And
I think actually it's illegal, isn't it?
Well.
No, it's not illegal.
Is it not?
No.
So because I wanted to pay cash, I couldn't get a room if I didn't have any ID.
You should have looked in the mirror and gone, yeah, that's definitely me.
Well, this is coming up, Ed. So after asking me fucking 20 fucking questions or whatever, I get a room, go up. No one knows where I am. Watch rugby. And then I fell asleep. And then my best mate, who I ain't fucking heard from for ages, rings me up and wakes me up. I'm like, fucking hell. So I'm like kind of half, when you're just woken up. This were like fucking 6 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
You know, when you wake up at middle of the day and you're kind of disorientated, and then there's a knock on the door. I'm like, what the fuck's that? No one knows I'm here. And you know, they've got one of those like fisheye fucking.
Yeah, so you're looking through that, yeah.
So I look through that, and there's 2 fucking coppers stood there. I'm like, for fuck's sake, what have I done now?
Right.
No, I ain't done out. So I says to my mate, right, I'll have to ring you back. There's 2 fucking coppers at my fucking door. Opens door. All right. There's a female and a male. Female's all right. Male's a big fucking meathead. And they're starting talking to me and saying, who are you and all this. I'm going, what are you doing in my room? What have I done wrong? And apparently, when I got there, I was in a lift with a cleaner, and there must have been a local guy who, I don't know, he was suicidal or something, and she thought it was me. So they're saying I'm a missing person. I said, you fucking what? I said, how can I be a missing person? I'm fucking here.
Can you just wind back a bit? How did you get a room? I'm taking you were in Premier Inn. How did you get a room if you didn't have no ID?
No, that was before. That was a time before, Jess.
Oh, right, okay. So you took ID this time?
No, I was paying on card.
Right, so that's ID, isn't it?
Well, yeah. But
sorry, I just went through.
Yeah.
I must have missed a bit. But go on. So you've got a knock at door. There's some babble on there, and they think that you're a missing person.
I'm a missing person, apparently. So they're stood in my room, and woman were all right, but then it's always good cop, bad cop, innit? And they're saying, who are you? And I'm saying, what do you mean? Who am I? Why don't you just go ask fucking reception, Sherlock? You know what I mean? You fucking pricks. Oh, and then they said, right, if you don't tell us, we're going to have to ring police. And that's when it clicked. There were plastic coppers, weren't there?
Oh, security guards or something.
No, PC fucking SOs or whatever the fuck.
Oh, right.
So then I fucking laid into them because I knew they couldn't arrest me. Yeah, and that didn't end well. He tried to fucking twat me. Fucking meathead. So I think I paid 60 quid for this fucking room. And I went in there for about 3 hours. And I fucked off. I said, in fact,
you've got everyone's support. Everyone's support in chat room and everything. You know that, don't you? We're all fucking rooting for you. We know that in chat room you can be a bit of a fucking knobhead. But
wind up. He's a wind up merchant, isn't he?
I am a knobhead. There's no wrong with that. I admit it. But there's no need to be fucking abused by fucking coppers, is there?
You can go back to 1 minute and 23 seconds on this.
I'm asleep in a fucking Premier Inn. You know what I mean? Fucking getting abused by fucking coppers. Well, they're not even real coppers, are they?
Yeah, but what did you go for them for? I mean, what was that all about? Why don't you just stop the door and say, no, it's not me, see you?
I did. I said, just ask receptionist. Fuck you. And I won't give him my name. I said, what's your name? What's your name? You called Chris? Aren't you? You called Chris? I'm like, what the fuck? I'd only just woken up as well, you know what I mean? It's lucky I didn't lose my temper, to be honest with you. And then he threatened me. He said, I'll put you on floor. I'm like, what the fuck? You're looking for a missing person and you're threatening someone in the fucking hotel room.
Hey, dear me, fucking hell, Leeds, you don't have to get yourself into some right situations, lad.
I didn't do it. No, usually it's me that's fucking at fault. You know what I mean? But that time I didn't fucking do all.
So, have you made up with your good lady?
Yeah.
That's good.
Did you say it?
No, obviously, you know that. No, but I've been at my mother's for a week. She's been away, so I've been like house sitting. Fuck me. Weather on Sunday were bad, wasn't it?
Oh God, can't you tell we're English?
Oh no, right. Where I live, there's a river, right, that kind of runs through town, and it always fucking floods. I've never seen it as bad as that. Never seen it. It was fucking biblical, really.
The River Air, were you talking about?
Hey,
The River Air.
colder, mate.
Colder. All right, okay.
Oh, Calderdale, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There's this ford by my mother's house. So it's a ford. You know what a ford is? A ford
Yeah,
is?
it's like an escort, innit? Or a phone.
Yeah, better than a fucking Vauxhall.
Fiesta. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You mean a fjord?
And it's usually a trickle, right? We were gonna go to this pub for a Sunday lunch, and you've got to go through this ford. And we got there, and there's this fucking Maserati 4x4 stuck in the middle of it. The guys had to fucking climb out of the boot because he can't open his fucking door. It would just 100 grand Maserati. Fucking hell, fireman.
I've got to say, Leeds, it's good to get you on every so often. I like to see you when you're conversing with us and you're having a chat and you're not abusing people in chat room and you're trying to promote anything that's got anything associated with a female name.
Can we have Linda Lasardi on?
Well, I tried to get her on, but she said she weren't interested. She said that she didn't believe in conspiracies, and the only tinfoil hat that she ever wears is when she has her highlights done.
Okay.
I tell you what, we've got half an hour to do, and I'm fucking determined we're going to do it. Eddie looks like he's going to fall asleep because I've seen him fucking smoking on that thing.
You
what, mate?
I have that effect on Ade.
It's not the you effect, honestly, Leeds. He had nobody on, Jason. Don't know what that means.
Do you want to give me? Do you want me to give you my opinion on last night?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, for whatever.
All right.
For what it's worth.
I don't think you asked enough testing questions.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I probably would have said that myself. If I were to be self-critical, I probably would have said that myself. I think I erred on the side of caution rather than. And
I understand, Jess, because it must be difficult because you don't want to offend your guests, do you?
No.
But then it's kind of a fine line, isn't it? If you know.
I think it's been able to
pull your mic a bit closer, AD. You're just a bit quiet, mate.
Was I sorry?
Yeah.
It's just I don't know.
It's
not the offending, and it's not how you ask the question. It's how you hope that the person that you're asking the question of, and the whole sort of scene that you're trying to set, isn't one of interrogation. It's more putting your arm around somebody and saying, "Look, it's all right to tell us." but like I've tried to say quite a few times, if it's more like, you know, a few guys bantering in a bar and sharing opinions, and then that's great. That's great. But you know, me nor Jason are professional interviewers, but I don't know. I like to think we do it a little bit differently to our other people.
I think we got more out of him than.
Yeah, I think he did. But then he was talking more than you two. You know what I mean?
Well, that's good. That's good.
But it's your show. I know it was streamed on different platforms or whatever, I think, but I also said I sent PK a message asking him if he wanted to come on, because he did a video saying, I think he called you pommy cunts.
Hey.
Fine.
Pommy cunts.
You
see, what I could be is a lefty wokey wanker and say that it's racist.
Pommy cunt.
Well, I'm guilty, aren't I, really? Because I am a pommy and I'm probably a cunt to some people. So, yeah, whatever.
Well, listen, if he calls us pommy cunts, he's welcome to come on this show.
And tell us why.
And we will talk to you. We'll talk to you with the respect.
It's funny as fuck, man. He nearly got sent down, you know, for fucking making videos on YouTube.
Oh, I've never heard that story before. Somebody's trying to nearly get sent down to prison for telling the truth. Dude, it happens all the time.
Well,
happens all the time. Tell him to come on here. If he wants to come on here, he wants to call me a pommy cunt. You can call me a pommy cunt. I'll call him a fucking Aussie cunt. And we'll call each other a cunt all day. If he wants to come on and debate, he can come on and fucking debate. But I'm not going to be fucking told by some arsewipe how I do this the fucking way I want to do this, right?
No, he won't really having to go at you. He were having to go at Max.
Leads. Just
all
listen.
Right.
There were things that I thought that I should have asked afterwards, and there were ways that I tried to get into those like parts of the story by using a different way. That's what I was trying to do. So I'm trying to get him onto something and then hopefully. But what Max is good at is you ask him a question, he goes nowhere near answering it, and he goes off on some monologue for like 7 or 8 minutes answering your question, but there's no real answer in the question apart from when we start talking about this guy, this PK, which I'd be interested in listening to, getting him on and talking to him. As soon as that's when we get the real Max, what he really thinks. The other stuff, when I was asking about the Nazi thing on his hand, these are things that Kev Baker I don't think touched. Someone says he wants slagging off Raconteurs news. I'll have a look.
Right, it wasn't slagging you off. It was slagging Max.
I'm saying is that
it wasn't slagging you off. He did call you pommy cunts though, and yeah, that's
look.
That's standard for an Aussie, isn't it? Yeah.
We've got this channel, right? And I'm the one who does everything. I'm the one that deals with everything. Right, and sometimes what you have to do is you have to try to get, instead of going, why won't you debate fucking so and so, and people are demanding it in chat room from first minute. Ask him this. You need to get into interview. You need to be able to get some sort of rapport going, and then you need to try and introduce it. I've learnt that not by going on the Richie Allen fucking thing, but I have actually did learn a lot from Richie Allen.
It's got
what not to fucking do, but I did learn certain things, and you have to, if you can't just come out and set us right. Good evening, we've got Max Egan. Why did they do this? I thought we brought up everything that needed to be brought up. I thought we were respectful, and there's a fine balance between alienating somebody and just trying to be on that fucking level where you're just at the point of alienating them, but you don't. You know what I mean? And you try to get in as much as you can. I didn't know about this PK fucking guy. I didn't know who he were. If you said PK to me, I didn't know who he were. I heard one of his videos afterwards. Now I know who he is. I recognise the voice, right? So I know who he is. If he wants to come on here, please, everybody who knows him, who's a fan of his, tell him he's got an open invitation on Raconteurs News at any time, and he can come on and give his side, because we don't do one-sided stories.
So yeah, and hopefully people who know him better than me, I think, and yeah, if he wants to come on, can do, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, we said that last night. You know, it's I mean, we know nothing of the history of any. We don't know anything about the history of this, or you know. So
they used to be like fucking mates, and they'd have fall out.
Yeah, we got that from Max last night. I mean, to be fair, I think that was probably the most honest we got out of Max last night, was when he was talking about PK.
Yeah.
I think most honest. No, and I don't mean to say that it would definitely that we were being dishonest, but what I'm trying to say is that, like, I think he made a mistake. He made a fucking huge mistake, and he tried to claw it back. And instead of saying that, look, I made this fucking huge mistake, I had this fucking dream, or whatever, you know, I would on whatever. I don't know. If that's the case, I don't know. Maybe you were hit by a rectangular, or I mean, I've heard it were rectangular, and then I've heard it were oblong, like this light, that beam of light that did all this stuff. And what you were saying, Ade, before about and she's had downloads, and believe me, I've had them. You know, when something, and you just get these downloads, and I had all this stuff going around my head about, like, fifth dimensional fucking physics, that were going quantum physics, we call it. You know, we were fucking round and round in my head, and I got loads of these things, and they were all about particles and fucking shit like that. They downloaded in my head in like no time. And I know all that does happen, but I don't think that there's anything malevolent about it, and I certainly wouldn't credit them, whoever they are, with it. So, you know, it just still didn't. It didn't. I was trying not to alienate the guest. We wanted to get as much out as we could of it, out of him as we could.
I understand. Sorry, go on, Nick.
If anybody's not watched those fire videos that he's done, they really are good. I mean, really good. The information in them's brilliant. Yeah, you know, and he does come out with some really good stuff. But somebody commented in the chat room when people were saying, you know, we should have asked this or we should have asked that. We did constantly ask for questions, and we did try to get as many. But you know, I mean, we even asked Max if he was mentally ill. You know, I don't know if anybody else has asked a question like that. But as far as questions go, that's a pretty deep and personal question to ask a guest. So I don't think we did too bad.
No, I don't think we didn't do too bad at all. I don't think across.
I don't think Jason said enough, to be honest with you.
But what you got to realise is, when we get a guest on,
I know it's difficult.
No, we want to know.
I'm not criticising Jason whatsoever, am I? Fucking hell.
No, what
you said you were.
Well,
okay.
What you said was we didn't say enough, right?
Yeah.
Jason and I can say whatever we want, 5 nights, 7 nights a week if we want, right? And if people want to come and listen, brilliant. But when we get a guest on, what we're interested in is getting a subject we've not thought of, or a different view of a different subject, or somebody else's view on something that's new to one of us or might be new to somebody else, so that we can kind of share this love, you know? So when we get a guest, it's more like just getting them really to shine and bring out what's in them and, you know, tell me about it. Because what we want to know is where they're coming from. But people pretty much know where me and Jason come from, and Jason and I don't think the same about everything. Definitely
We
not.
don't think the same about Max, do we? I mean,
No.
I was saying to you today that I wish I'd spoke to him. I thought that there was a correlation between this thing that had been going on and an Acapulco.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know. It's just I didn't want you don't want to be disrespectful, but I just wanted to push him further on his his ankle, what he'd done, And he lives so remotely. What did he do? Did he ring somebody up, ambulance come for him, or that sort of thing? Because I think to me, I don't know if it seems a little bit too. I don't know whether it's Acapulco wanted to get Max off their list, but just do it in a quiet way, So Max getting a broken ankle and not being able to fly is sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. It's not something that I've really thought about. Just something that I thought I wish I'd pushed a little bit more.
Jess, I missed the start of the show. How was your dad?
Thanks for your support.
He's all right. He's all right. I'm seeing him tomorrow, so I'm going to go and see him tomorrow. So
is he awake?
What a chance!
Is he awake tomorrow?
Well, he's been in his chair today in intensive care, and they were thinking about moving him to a ward. So we'll be on a ward tomorrow. So I'm going to go and visit him tomorrow. So yeah.
My girlfriend's mum were in an induced coma, which I presume that's what it is. And she said, and she also works with elderly people. She says that afterwards they seem to have like a manic stage where they say things that they don't mean, if you know what I mean, and they imagine things, possibly even hallucinating. So if he does that, that's kind of normal.
Well, if they're putting him on a ward, I think they're going to try and get him off the sedation. I don't know. He's been sat in his chair today, so. And you know what they do at hospitals? They fucking did it with me. After I'd had my first operation on this fucking leg, they come fucking steaming in following morning trying to get me fucking prosthetic on again. And I said, I've got no chance. Oh, give it a try. I said, there's no chance. There's no way. I said, I can't even feel my stump. It doesn't exist. Oh, but just give it a try. Put it in. Give it a fucking try. I couldn't do it. Fucking idiots.
You must have been under anesthetic then.
Yeah, because I'd had the epidural in my back.
Yeah. Is your memory different afterwards?
I don't know, because I was most of the time I was on my own.
Woohoo!
Well, you don't, do you? You don't know if you did memory. Most of the time I was on my own. So
I try and keep you company by sending you abusive texts.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't get them. Could I? Because no text messages come through in fucking hospital. Crap network. Yeah. Who we got? New beings in here. Matt George as well. Somebody put something in earlier on that they said that we did okay we did well last night with the stream with Max. That we're perfectly balanced and.
That's good.
Said it saved him a few.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, aren't they?
Keeps interrupting, doesn't it?
Sorry, I'm not a professional like you, Jess.
No, but you've been told often enough. For fuck's sake, it's worse than fucking Watson when postman comes.
I know. Well, I'm like a rabid dog.
Yeah, somebody put in chat room that we'd done, that we're balanced. We're a well-balanced show. So, and I know it's had a load of views.
Yeah, I think it's had a few, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've had loads on our channel. I know Vinny Eastwood, who's got lots more subscribers than we have.
Yeah, it's close to 2,000 last time I saw it. But
there'll be more views for this because I'm on.
What? Are you expecting royalties from Premier Inn?
But yeah, Lenny Henry. Stop in with me.
Or from the Hobby Bobbies?
Oh, can you imagine that? Fucking Super Leeds and Lenny Henry in a bed together. It'd be like fucking two Ronnies. Well, weren't it? Morecambe and Wise used to be in bed together, didn't they?
And it was never even...
Not even a fucking matter. No.
Never even mentioned.
Never mentioned. Do you remember? Oh fucking hell! I don't think he's going to remember out him.
Oh,
Super Leeds, you fucking.
oh, am I remembering?
No, you're not remembering out, mate. You're not remembering out. I was going to say something then. I've got a fucking line to go down.
So
But anyway, you're listening to Raconteurs News. I'm going to put this up because I just want to let you know you can donate to us. And
don't give money. He spends it all on crack.
You can donate to us. There's always times when we need little things like, a mic might go, or we like this week we've needed.
Trust me, I know. He spends it all on crack.
Listen to him. All right, well, I'll turn it off because that's just a fucking complete waste of time, isn't it? Well, he's on. Dennis put, when are you getting a green screen, Leeds?
I am going to get one.
if you've got, he could lay on grass like that with his phone.
I said before I could lay on a pool table. Would that work?
Yeah, that would work.
I could lay on a pool table, put camera on, lights.
Yeah, that would work. Definitely,
It would, wouldn't it? I mean, that's not a bad idea, is it?
No.
Instead of buying a green screen, I should have just bought a pool table and laid on it.
There you go. There you go. You might struggle getting off it.
Oh my god! Yeah, but the thing is, Leeds, you also need a big light to shine on your green screen.
I've shown you my light before. I've got. Do you want me to show me my light again? No. I've shown you my light. I have got a light.
Put big light on.
No, I showed you it before. It plugs into me.
No, and you got a proper one in ceiling.
No.
Oh.
Well, I have. I've got like a strip light fitting, but we haven't got the bulb in it.
No, they tend not to work. Yeah. Yeah, so, if you don't have a bulb in them, they tend not to work.
It doesn't light up when you switch it on.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm
going to. You see, so
here he goes. No, interrupting again.
What? You interrupt me?
I didn't. You were sat there. You'd not spoken for ages.
I was talking first.
He's doing it again.
I was talking first.
Okay. All right. Well, you're talking to. You're watching Raconteurs News. It's Jason and Ade, and we've been joined by Brian Harvey here in the Raconteurs News studio. Here he is. There you go. Look. No, you're not Kobe Bryant. You can't fucking pass for Kobe Bryant. Fucking hell. Even I,
If people can pass as females, then I'm Kobe Bryant.
Nubian wants to see your bunnies.
Bunnies?
Next time, shall we? Yeah, next time we have you on.
Oh God, really?
No, you don't need to get bunnies out, mate. Honestly, listen, we've only got about 10 minutes left.
No, they're only in the living room.
No. Well, you go and get them, and we'll talk. We'll talk some sense.
Right. Okay. I'll show you Teddy. Teddy's easy to catch. Have you ever tried catching a rabbit?
Well, no. When I was a kid, you just shoot the fucking things and take them home and eat them.
Distance sound. It's not fucking easy, but
he's not listening, mate. He just doesn't listen. He just talks and talks and talks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go and get your fucking rabbit. Where are you getting it from?
shut up, you fucking knobhead. I'm off.
There he goes, waddling off. And he waddled away till the very next day. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Meow, meow, meow.
What?
So
Why do people want to see his rabbit?
Hey?
Why do you want to see his rabbit?
Well, someone in chat room said it. Nubian wanted to see his rabbit.
Oh, okay then. Right, okay.
Okay, yeah, see, it's the listeners, not me. I didn't want to see his fucking rabbit. But I don't see his fucking rabbit for. Jesus Christ, the premiering kid, as they call him these days, notorious amongst premierings, and he's not allowed to be seen with Lenny Henry. In fact, he's not allowed to be seen with anybody that's ever stayed in the premiering. So that's Super Legion. He's gone to get his bunny. I'll just tell you about next week. Hopefully on Monday, I've got this guy. We've got this guy coming on. Hopefully, he's going to be here. He's not got back to me yet. Well, let's have a look then. Come on then. Come on then. Come on. Come on, Super Leeds. Come on. Oh, look at that bunny rabbit. Oh, Watson's here as well. Come on, Watson. Come on. Come up here, little Watson. Watson's here as well. It's Pet's Corner time. Yay, there he is. Hello, Watson.
Yeah, look at him now and he looks innocent. You try walking Jason's house.
Yeah. What's this, Watson? Watson? What's this? Yeah. Who's that? Who's this? Give me a kiss. Give Daddy a kiss. Come on, give me a kiss. You're on green screen, man.
Watson.
Watson, who's this? Who's this? Who's that?
He just looks at everything and thinks, lunch?
Oh, Waters.
Right. Is that Pet's Corner? Can we carry on? Or?
Yeah, well, we've only got fucking 8 minutes left, so we might as well carry on. I was just going to tell about Monday. Did everyone see your bunny?
Yes.
Leeds, yeah.
Now we can see Watson's arse.
Okay, here we go. He's sat down now.
He's Teddy. He's called Teddy.
Anyway, what we're going to say is woof woof. Someone's put woof woof. It reminded me of me dog joke. That other dog joke. We do the telegram. Anyway, Monday we've got a guy on who's going to be informing us about all things Lee Garrett. He says he's got a lot of information on him and can do 2 hours. So we always like to get fucking have a go at Garrett because he's a toss bag. So
well, I was just going to say for maybe the odd one person who may not know about the subject, just give us a quick 1 minute recap, Jason.
Well, Lee Garrett is part of Mark Steele's anti-5G campaign, and there's a party they've got their own political party. I think that they ran a few candidates. It's called the Save Us Now Party or Sun Party, and they look. Lee Garrett's is basically Mark Steele's lapdog.
Right.
And he's Mark Steele's mouthpiece. So anything that Mark Steele feels he can't say, he'll get Lee Garrett to do it. And Lee Garrett's a fucking idiot enough to be able to do it. And we've got stuff on Mark Steele as well. And I had some stuff that we're going to put up tonight about Mark Steele. So I looked up on one of these websites that does old newspapers, and I found the newspaper report that Mark Steele had shot somebody in 1993, I think it were. Shot a young girl in the head. He were a pub landlord, a pub bouncer at that time. But it's the same bloke, so he won't answer questions on that. So yeah, it'll be Lee Garrett.
Did Garrett come down to your house? Yes.
No, he's never been. No, he's not going to come with
No,
that.
threatened, didn't he?
Oh yeah, of course I did. Yeah, yeah,
He threatened to come down, didn't he?
yeah. He did. Yeah, he said he were coming down. It's but he's all mouth and no fucking. There's no else.
No mouth and no trousers.
No mouth, no trousers, no shirt, no overcoat, no waistcoat, no slips, no
Like I said
stockings, no
before,
suspenders.
if he fucking tries that, I'll give him a fucking nosebleed.
Yeah, I don't think we're going
So
to see the
we've got a one-legged bloke and his best mate, a 4-stone 6-foot beanpole, and that's the best we've got.
I'll knock
fucking weighing him down.
him over and Jace can run over him with his wheelchair. That's the plan.
I'll just turn my 5G on if he comes.
Yeah. He'll start bleeding from nose.
From nose and arse and everywhere else. I mean, he probably bleeds from arse. What? Anyway, I think he was groomed by Mark Steele. Mark Steele's just a complete piece of. He's a bit.
If I do if Philip Schofield gets hold of him.
Okay. We don't do gay jokes on this show.
Okay.
We don't though, do we? No, we do all jokes.
Yeah, everything's up for grabs, isn't it? You can do a fat bloke with palsy if you want. Joke. Oh yeah, next Monday, by the way. I think it's next Monday. Yeah, it is. It's next Monday. I've got to go to the hospital and I think it's 27 injections in my face, including ones in my eye. So next Monday, I'm probably going to look a bit, like somebody's punched me in the face 27 times.
Okay, mate. We'll. You. To be fair, you already look like you've been punched in the face several times.
How do I look? That's the funniest line in any film. It's better than any comedy ever. In The Elephant Man, he puts the suit on and he goes, "How do I look?" And I'm thinking, wow, like a paper mache turd, really, if you want to be fucking honest. But
so is this guy against Garrett then, Jess? Is that?
He's
got loads of dirt, basically. Yeah.
I think he's got a load on Steel as well. So I thought I'd get him on. He wanted to come on. He's not emailed me. I've emailed him and I said I've offered him Monday, and he's not emailed me back yet because he said he wanted to come on. So I said, yeah, you can come on Monday. He's going to be coming on Monday if he gets back to me. If he don't get back to me, I'll find somebody else. We'll.
So if I can get PK on, then you'd let him on, yeah?
Yeah, of course. If you can get PK on, we'd have PK on. On Tuesday, we've got Tuesdays booked up. We've got Andrew Johnson's going to be coming on. Andrew Johnson, who's an author of Acknowledged, I think it's the book is called. It's a little bit UFO, but we like to get into that sort of thing. We haven't done any of that really for a long time, have we? It's all been fucking doom and gloom. So we're going to enjoy that game. We had a good chat with Ben Emily Jones the other night. So then we should. Let me do mine.
I thought that was the best one.
You heard out from Andy, Jess?
Oh, I fucking deleted mine. Oh.
I've not heard from Andy at all for quite a while, actually.
Have you heard out from Andy, Jess?
No, I've not heard out from Andy now.
How he's doing?
Nothing at all. So I don't know how he's doing at all. I hope he's doing all right. Got no.
Absolutely.
Denny's still at chat. I think Denny's still in contact with him, is he?
Yeah, Mark, Shield Destroyer, you're absolutely right, and that's what we're going to get into, hopefully, a lot more of on Monday.
What's that?
Do you know, I'm pointing my mouse at Shield Destroyer's comment, thinking that you can see where my mouse is pointing.
No, I can't see that, mate.
You can't. It's put. He tries to control all UK 5G protests.
Yeah. Yep, it certainly does, yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. There we go. Yay, man, looks like I've got a right big hat on. I look like you're a Chinaman. Oh, yeah, they don't do that, do they?
No. Who's that?
Chinaman.
Who's that comedian who plays? Well, comedy actor who plays that priest, who's a sleuth, and it's on.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You look like him.
He was on Fast Show, weren't he?
Yeah, he was. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, do I look like him? Oh, that's quite...
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Anyway, look, 2 hours, and like you said, I am falling to bits. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Listen, I was just going to say, I'll say to my missus tomorrow, when I got my UFO thing on, Ade said I look like him off the Fast Show, which was nice.
Yeah, but, you know, last week...
That's him, isn't it?
Like
That's him. Ade, you didn't get it.
What?
That's him who does that on the Fast Show, who does that, which was nice.
I never watched the Fast Show.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Never watched fucking Fast Show. Right, we're ending this show. We'll see you on Monday. You got that bloke on who don't like Lee Garrett or Mark fucking Steele. Hopefully, anyway, you get in touch with me if you still want to come on. If you don't still want to come on, I'll find somebody else who wants to come on and fucking have a go at them. So yeah, and on Tuesday we've got Andrew Johnson. So we'll see you. Thanks for tonight. Only damn it, we I don't think I want him on again. So anyway, we're going to say thank you for watching us tonight. Thank you for supporting us. Your continued support is watching us.
Thank you.
We had record numbers last night. We've had great numbers this evening, and it's been fascinating to speak to Ade Hardy and what can only be described as a skeleton, elite super leads. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that in a fucking hell, fuck's sake, man. Get some fucking snap down you and get yourself fattened up a bit.
Lee, he's not talking to me, is he? Come on.
I thought he was. Sorry.
All right. Okay.
I'm just kind of, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Unless I've just lost 27 stone, he's not talking to me.
Yeah, mate. Listen, we wish you all the best, mate, and keep in touch. And if you need it, there's loads of people that have been saying get in touch with them if you need somebody, you need someone to talk to.
Ooh.
You know, and I'm not fucking, I don't want to turn this in. I didn't want to. This is not a therapy session, but I'm just saying you've got a lot of fucking support out there. So just remember that. All right. So people love you. And remember that to everybody in the chat room, remember somebody loves you. Somebody somewhere loves you. Even if you're a cunt, somebody somewhere loves you. So just live your life in a good way and don't get interrupted by super leads. We'll see you later. Ta-ra a bit.
Ta-ra.